Okay, back at it today. I got some wood chips for the path. I did spray the path with some weed killer. I try to go with as little weed killer as possible, but I just don't know how I can do it here. I was going to work on those gardens so I could at least have one area done, but it is getting hot. I took the dogs for a walk around the lake. If I'd have gotten going earlier, it might have been cooler. This is Wicket. Yeah. They had a great walk, so I decided I'm going to work on these little gardens out here. Feeling a little overwhelmed with the amount of stuff that we have to do here. Brad's feeling overwhelmed. He's got lawnmowers and dirt bikes and side-by-sides and golf carts, and everything needs some kind of maintenance. But I just have started to do this tiny little spot, and I'm going to listen to the birds chirping and the leaves blowing in the trees here is just awesome. I just love that with the dappled shade here. So just going to try to stay in my little spot and get trucking along, and we'll see how it goes. All right, so Brad's got two lawnmowers he's working on. The goal is to have one that cuts grass and one that does the snow. Golf cart needs work also. The side-by-side needs work. What else you got to do, Brad? You got...
You name it.
Haven't even looked at the dirt bikes yet, but yeah, the big job to do is the roofs. So we've got all the metal in the garage because that tree had smashed up here. I don't know, can we see part of it? You see inside where it got smashed up? Oh, not really. He did the repair up there, took the whole corner out, landed way over there. I do have pictures of that. It was quite the tree. Yeah, yesterday we did a shopping day. We're not big shoppers, but we scoped out Gaylord to see the damage there from the tornado. That was awful. Got some shopping done, got my wood chips and dirt, and we started digging, trying to fix this hole from that tree. I tell you, I know we're feeling overwhelmed, but going to town and seeing some of the damage that was done there puts things into perspective for us, that's for sure. Some people got a lot of damage from that tornado. So we'll just keep trucking along, and I'm going to go to my little spot here and get working along until I have something that looks better. Hopefully that'll inspire me to move forward. Okay, end of the day, and I got this garden done. That's really about as much as I could get done. It's kind of tedious trying to pull the grass and the strawberries out of the plants. Tried to keep as much of this stuff I want to keep, my phlox, my snow on the mountain, which really doesn't grow crazy here, that's for sure. This arborvitae doesn't either. Oh, it's the soil, I'm sure. There's that tick seed, lavender, peppermint. Usually goes out of control at my home garden, but here that's been there for years. It's just little snippets. It sure smells nice when I'm pulling weeds, though. I love all the little different mosses that grow up here, and I try to, if they're in a spot that I don't want them, I try to move them to a spot that I do want them. This creeping purple phlox, it looks a little scruffy there right now, but look at it, it's transplanted itself out into the yard. There's a chunk there. Odd. We'll keep it there though. There's our Bigfoot crossing, and there's the Bigfoot. Kind of like a little whimsy at the cottage. So I did have logs, like over here. I had years ago when I did this garden, I didn't have enough rocks, so I had a chunk of log there. This will be the next garden I do. I think tomorrow I might as well do this because it looks funny having one side done and not the other. But see how there's a log on the back? That's how I'd done it over there. And then when the garden's all done, it looks nice. But over here where the tree had fallen down, I had a really cute fairy garden that the tree had some really neat notches in it. And I had little fairy gardens and sidewalks that I had made out of some grout and pebbles that I found. And then I made like a little dry riverbed that came through here. Believe it or not, it's all crazy overgrown. And the little tap was at the top to make it look like the water came from this little spigot, which I can't believe this thing is still here after being out in the 2 winters. So I'm using those rocks to finish up this garden. Here's another one of those arborvitaes. They were all planted at the same time. These 2 over here, the guys from the power company just ran them right over. When the truck was on the 2 outside ones, there was a truck tire on each one. This boggles me. How did a Stelda or a lily grow on its own there? Right underneath the tree. I did not plant that there, but it's growing the best of any of them in the yard, so odd. Brad's cooking steaks. So that's it for today. Just this garden. I don't even have mulch in it, so it'll look a lot better once it gets some mulch for sure. But I'd like to probably need to amend the soil a little bit, put some dirt in first. We spread a little bit of the cedar wood chips on our path, and we need a lot more. I hate shopping, but we're gonna be going back to get more. That's 12 bags. They're big bags too, but it does make a difference. Yeah, and next time I'll put just mulch over top instead of the wood chips, but the wood chips make a good base, and it's was just so eroded. So the hens and chickens, look at them, they're just spilling over. That was just one little chunk of hens and chickens. So when I went shopping, I did grab some other ones. There's the chocolate kiss, and another one there I got, a lavender plant. Gets really hot and dry there, and obviously that stuff loves it, so we'll go with it. So, alright, cottage gardens coming back to life after 2.5 years being away with the pandemic. It's going to take us longer than we thought, though. But we'll get there. It's just, the biggest surprise for me is the heather. I am super happy with that. I love the color of it. I love the chartreuse new growth with the rocks. I just think that's beautiful. Very nice surprise. Here, this chunk of wood doesn't look like much, but it's got these kind of spores that something that grows on it and has this orange on it. I just thought it was neat. And it's been in this garden for years. So I'll leave it there. It's not totally rotted. And one little fairy door made it alive. It doesn't look like it's in too bad a shape, but it's been there for the 2.5 years also. And there's the Stellador lily that I did plant. All right. So there we are. Good start to the cottage fairy gardens. Cheers. Hang on, puppies. What is that?
That's the bell.
Oh, wow.
Didn't say anything about it.
Oh, wait,
It's
something.
slipping a bit. That's I gotta probably do something with the clutch.
Okay, we're continuing around the lake. It's a nice little drive. Me and the dogs, we walked this already today. How long do you think it took us?
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half, probably. Had to walk that much today because all the food we've been eating. Look at this pretty place. Nice new driveway, look at that. They're still on squirrel watch. lot of people coming in for the weekend. This is today is Canada Day. Of course, nobody seems to know that around here. But it's the 4th of July weekend, so Canada Day is on the Friday and 4th of July is on the Monday. Perfect for the North Americans to celebrate. Sheepers! Look at, you're like hanging out the window. Is that a window? Hanging out the buggy. Stay inside the buggy. Keep paws inside. Yeah, we went down. When we walked around, got a drink. We got a drink in the park here.